All right, I turned my hat around backwards for this one, so it looks like it's different, but it's not. It's still the same night. This is video number 2, and I probably got another 3 to go after this, but I have a lot of editing to do, and this is distracting me right now, so we're going to hammer out a few more. So I don't know if I've done this video before or not, or if I've done it in some other aspect, but basically, in high school, we had a class called Outdoor Education, and it was the most amazing class ever. It was all about camping and survival and, canoeing and first aid and ice climbing and rock climbing and anything outdoor related. And it was an absolute blast. And we got credit for it, which was amazing, even more amazing. And the teacher that ran the class was a one of a kind, incredible teacher who touched a lot of lives and was basically everybody's favorite teacher. His name was Mr. Wilson. Everyone called him Willie. And he was just an unbelievable human being and an incredible teacher. I jokingly would always say, like, he was kind of the litmus test. If anyone ever shit talked Mr. Wilson, it was like, yeah, you're probably a piece of shit. If you don't like him, that's a you problem, not a Mr. Wilson problem. But yeah, what made him so incredible, other than the fact that he got to run the most amazing class, it was a blast to run and fun to be in, fun to teach, and we did all kinds of fun stuff together. And it was always like group bonding, working together with your hands. Like I said, canoeing and ice wall climbing and going to different outdoor adventure camps and camping overnight and making bonfires and learning how to make fires and boil water and survival skills and all that kind of stuff. So it was just a phenomenal class. And but like I said, what made it so incredible and so special was it was its own little microcosm outside of the realm of high school, where like in high school everybody's in these cliques. You got the jocks and the nerds and the goths and the preppies and the whatever, however they're divided these days, I'm sure is different. um, but it was like those barriers didn't exist in his class, and not in like some lame cheesy Disney movie way, um, where like people would always say, if you got bullied in high school or you had shitty friends or whatever, it was always like, oh, wait till you're out of high school, then you get to really, do whatever you want. And on one hand, they're not wrong. Once you leave high school, you more so get to choose who you associate with, where high school, you're kind of stuck in that group because you go to the school. There's only so many people you can hang out with. There's only so many places you can hide. And you're kind of stuck with the people you're stuck with. You get to university, you branch out, you can choose who you want to be with. However, those shitty people from high school become shitty grown-ups, and it's the same gossipy bullshit dynamic out in the real world once you're done high school, if you're forced to associate with them still. So it doesn't exactly really change. You just, in a perfect scenario, you get to choose whether you want to actually be around them or not once you leave high school. Um, but in Mr. Wilson's class, those borders didn't exist. Everybody was on the same team. Everybody was friends with everybody, and nobody was allowed. And so where I was going with that first one was like, some of the teachers are the same assholes they were in high school as teachers, and so the people that they feel like remind them of themselves, they kind of get a free pass. So if you got like a jockey, mean gym teacher, and the mean jocks are being dicks in class, the teacher tends to kind of let it go. It's like, oh, it's just boys being boys, and because it's like that's what you were like in high school, so you don't see it as a big deal, and so you give them a free pass. But that wasn't the way Mr. Wilson was. Like, nobody got a free pass. If there was any negativity or rudeness or people making fun of people, he like stamped it out immediately through humor and through like team cohesion, and like he led by example. He never trash talked anyone to other students behind their back. He never did anything like that. And if he ever saw anything like that, he would stomp it out right away, and like put those people on a team together doing a hard project. And so it's like you don't realize different people have these different skill sets that come in handy in these weird scenarios you're not in the real world in everyday life, but in these survival skills, like, oh, little Timmy can friggin' build a fire like crazy. I didn't know that about him. That's awesome. We won this challenge because we boiled water first, because that weird kid that I thought was a weirdo has all these survival skills that I don't have because I'm a hockey player or whatever, right? And so it was just this really cool environment where people's unique skill sets got to kind of come to the surface, and we got to see each other in a way that you don't get to see each other in school. And so I can't say enough positive things about Mr. Wilson. He retired a few years ago, And unfortunately, I never got to make it back to Southern Ontario for his retirement party, which really sucks because it would have just been an absolute incredible experience to hang out with all the students that he influenced over the years, because he just was such an incredible person and an amazing teacher. Um, but yeah, so anyways, Mr. Wilson, awesome guy. Lead by example, teachers. You're there to inspire kids and shape minds, and effectively you're kind of the extra parent at school. And right now it kind of gets taken a little too far, and people want to be their parents big time and teaching a lot of woke, weird nonsense. That's not what I'm insinuating. But anyways, Mr. Wilson, you're amazing. If you ever see this video, super happy that I got to be part of your class, and thank you for letting me come back year after year after year to help out, because I had a blast and it really shaped my high school experience, and it was incredible, and really appreciate it. So, yeah.